The Ministry of Education, National Treasury, UASU, and University Management have been directed to convene an urgent meeting to discuss the way forward with the view of ending the current University Dons strike. The Parliamentary Committee on Education says the matter can amicably be solved even as they wait for the opinion of the SRC. Let's listen in to some of the deliberations at Parliament this morning.
2 questions only, not more than 2 for each member, yes.
Now, I'll ask a question of getting a solution to this stalemate. Mr. Chair, this strike has revealed one of the worst unfair labor practices that any employer should not practice in the 21st century. The pension which should be accruing to sustain retirees should have been paid. Statutory deduction, non-remittance is a crime. By the 9th day of each month, it is in law, gross violation of the law. Anchoring on SRC advices, and it is not the purview of the unions to be delayed. It's 1.5 years into.
Let me guide the meeting once again. Honorable members, I want to
Chair.
Order, Honorable Sossion. The purpose of this meeting is to ventilate and ask questions to these officers. If you are giving opinions as early as this, I want to give the last stage members to give opinions and way forward. So if you are giving opinions and way forward as early as this before we ventilate, it will not anchor well for our discussion. So kindly...
Then finally, Chair, I stand guided. What are you doing now that you've discovered your weaknesses, that you're not coordinated? Treasury, Ministry, IP, PU, CF, and some universities that are not respecting the CBS. What are you doing to solve all these problems within the shortest time possible? Because you ought to set aside every other business and clear this within a time frame so that this committee can adopt and assist you. Because, Mr. Chair, what is factual and what this committee can do should be able to table it at the floor of the House. That is what we are able to do. What are you doing to help us? And my recommendation would be, do it by midnight. It's something, set aside everything and discuss this. This is a strike. Children are suffering for quite a long time. These have been 3 strikes. It's very shameful for this country, shameful in the whole world. What are you doing, all of you? Set aside your business and discuss. This is how strikes are unlocked. Mr. Chair, that if they did that, then we will have no business discussing everything. Because now they know their problems. And the unions have been vindicated. Thank you.
Honorable Ro.
Yeah, UASU has reported here that some universities, and there are several of them, have not completed settling the 2013-2017 CBA. And the Minister of Education insists that they have cleared. They have settled all payments as regards the CPA for 2013-2017, notwithstanding what we have discovered now, that the component of pension has not been covered. Now, can the person standing in for IPU CCF tell this committee why these universities have not settled the agreement despite the fact that the money has been remitted? We want an answer. Thank you.
Thank you. Honorable Engineer Zambia.
Thank you, Chair. I think mine will be very brief. Now that we've actually gotten the root cause of the main strike, and we have all the stakeholders here. I think the issue of the pension, 2010, 2013, and 2013, 2017, should be resolved straight on here, so that our students can go back to classes as early as tomorrow. What I would suggest is that let us have consultative forums and the regular ones between the Treasury, the Ministry, and the Vice Chancellors, so that we just do once and for all some of these strikes, because universities make the face of our country, and we don't want to get into to keep on our lecturers going to the streets all through. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Mbok.
Thank you, Chair. My question goes to Treasury and Ministry. From your body language, as you talked, are you satisfied that the money you sent to the universities, clearly, can you tell Kenyans that was not for full implementation of the 2013-2017 CBA, including the pensions and the other third-party deductions? Number two, to the IPUCCF, why are the internal CBAs not concluded in the universities, yet the money was paid, as we have been told by Treasury? And